it was with this Malaiah becoming a very popular figure, he gradually became a temple deity. Now, I come from shepherd family. In my childhood, I was a shepherd looking after, at the age of 7 and 8, 6 to 8, 250 sheep I used to take care. I used to make them eat grass, run after my father, and nurture one by one, look at each one's stomach by evening, whether each one ate enough or not, whether each one drank water or not. And my father used to say that from our god Malaiah, we learned this, how to nurture, care. See that a female sheep does not suffer while it is delivering its baby, and do the midwifing carefully. So I learned midwifing of the cattle at the age of 7. You know, Karl Marx said, revolution in any nation is not violence. The revolutionary violence in any nation is a midwife of safe delivery of human being or animal. I was a midwife, as a child midwife. But what were we doing with this sheep? Why were we growing the sheep? Why did my god Malaiah grew sheep, cattle, bulls, buffaloes? We were basically known as buffalo people. In the villages, the Dhangar and buffalo are equivalent. That was the name given to us. Our brain was known as buffalo brain, and our body was known as buffalo body. Now, why did we take care of the cattle? Did we take care of the cattle to see that they die a natural death? In my childhood, the whole village used to have full of street dogs on the one side, full of chicken. Chicken were in our houses all over, shitting all over. And the parents, our parents used to struggle a lot to clean the chicken shit every day and keep the chicken. Why were they keeping chicken in the house? Why were they suffering with the shit? Now this is one part of my life. The other part, my father, when I was a child, shifted from cattle rearing, sheep, goat rearing to agriculture with 2 acres land. What were we doing? I also tilled the land at the age of 7 to 23 when I was in BA at Warangal. I was one of the best tillers of my village. And my mother used to sidle the field when my father was tilling. She was taking care of the lamb. We used to cut wool. And my mother, my sisters used to, beat them up, beat the wool up, and make it to a soft wool and beat them into carpets, what we call bongadi, the blankets. he was also an expert settler in the furrows. Now then we dug a small well. As the seed keeps sprouting, we used to have what is known as mortar from the well, pour the water out by using bullocks, driving bullocks up and back and forth, take the water out and see that every plant gets water and nurtures each plant as if the plant was the baby of the family. Why were we doing that? If the plants were supposed to be allowed to die without giving fruit, and once the plants gave fruits, we used to grow brinjals, we used to grow what they call today a very bad word, lady's finger. No, it was as good as man's finger also, and much more stronger than man's finger. My finger, look at it, how much it is. It's much smaller than bendi. Right? And any vegetable that we had, it was grown out of the sweat of our this thing, and we were very with a pen separating the fruit from the tree by killing it. One day my mother was plucking, tomatoes. Out of my innocence, asked, "Mother, why are you plucking the tomato? It will die." My mother said, "If that does not die, you will not survive." If tomato does not die, you will not survive. If brinjal does not die, you will not survive. Brinjal, whatever you are eating, is also source of another plant. If bendi does not die, you will not survive. And similarly, if chicken did not die, we would not survive. If sheep that we grew with our care, tenderness, delivering, but we were growing hundreds and hundreds of sheep, and weekly once as a task, we were also killing one. Growing hundreds and killing one. Yes, we were violent in killing one, but we were human in growing hundreds. Now today I want to ask, if the university as a student, if you raise a question, is there any man or woman in this country who does not want to kill brinjal, bendi, birakai, bendakai, tomato, and live as non-violent person? Is anybody living like that? Now today my friends asked me, "Ilaiah, why are you becoming so violent? Gandhi was so non-violent in this country." You were born in a country of Gandhi. Very, very non-violent. Then I asked, was Gandhi greater intellect? Was Gandhi non-violent? That means my brother was violent and my father was violent. My God was violent. If they were violent, how is it that they did not kill all animals across? Now the theory of universities must understand the theory of non-violence between human beings and plants. Today they are not talking about plants because they don't know. They never read Darwin. They never read Lamarck. They never read any botanist. And therefore they think that plant and vegetables don't have life, and only bulls and cows have life, then the answer does not seem to lie with the university professors. This is the problem. The answer seems to lie in the common knowledge, common sense knowledge of my mother, who died when I was in 9th class. What was the common sense knowledge? She said, if these plants, fruits are not plucked from the tree, and if this chicken, having grown hundreds, if you cut and kill one, you will not survive. Now, in terms of knowledge, what is the question that universities should pose? The question that universities should pose is, between the survival of human beings and the survival of vegetables, the survival of rice. After all, why do we eat rice? Rice has life. Why do we eat wheat as rice? And the survival of the animals and birds, vis-a-vis, where do you fix the notion of the definition of non-violence vis-a-vis these sections? If not eating anything that has life is non-violence, then if the universities want to teach this theory of non-violence to India, tomorrow within, how many days did Anna Hazare want to survive with hunger? How many days? The largest hunger strike that one great man did was for 21 days. You know which that great man was? Those 21 days he did not kill anything.